All right. The last thing you will do on your tour creator is add the narration. Okay, so that is your voiceover giving the tour. I'm going to show you how to do that today because there are a few steps involved in this. Make sure that your tour is completed before you add the narration step. So I'm in my example here, my founding Rome that I went over with your class. On the side, you can see that I have some narration added because if I clicked this button here, it would take it off. Okay. So when I want to add narration, I actually have to record that outside of this program. There are many different tools you can use. On a Mac, you can use QuickTime or even voice memos. And on a PC or a Windows, there is a voice recorder that is built within your system. I'm going to show you how to do that in QuickTime. So the first thing I would do is to make sure that I'm open the part that I want to read over. Now you could read right off of here and then add more, or maybe you'll even have a Google Doc where you read actually more from a script than what you write because we want to really expand on what we've said here. Let's practice this. So I'm going to open up my QuickTime player. I know it's open because it's up here, so that's QuickTime. I say File, New Audio Recording. So now this box appears where I can record. This is great because I can still see what's on my desktop. I'm going to click record this, and now it's recording me. So here we are on the bridge view. You can see from afar the five arches, and I brought you here today because it's really important, the viewing of the Tiber River, and I might say even more about why we're here. Remember when you're recording your voice to use some good expression as well as be really clear. You might have to record 1 or 2 times to make sure that you have it just perfect. I had to Google how to pronounce some things to make sure that I was saying them correctly as well. After you've recorded your narration, I'm going to stop this. We don't want the narration to be over a minute for every point of interest. They're just going to be short little clips. Now I will save this, and I'm just going to save this on my desktop, probably organizing this in a folder. So I'm going to make a new folder, okay, so I can put all my narration together because we are going to have to organize all of our narration. And I'm going to name it strategically by the scene. So this is Tiber River. So this is like maybe scene 1, and this is the Tiber River intro. Then I could name anything I else recorded, always scene 1. So I know then how to add it on there. So just make sure that you're super organized with this. Maybe you do it in another program, and that is perfectly fine. But then I would record my next one from the Castel de Sant'Angelo, and I'd use QuickTime again, and then I would save that. Eventually, you'll be able to open up a folder. And I'm just going to open up my Finder here to find all my folders. And it's slow a little bit. If you're in a Windows, you would also find your files, okay, in your folders. And then you'll be able to see the folder you made with all of the narrations. Okay, I know I keep saying this, but it's important that you make all the narrations and then you go to upload them. So on my desktop, I'm probably finding my new folder with all my narrations, and then I'm going to go over to my converter because these have been recorded in MP4, and I can just use this online video converter to upload all the files. So again, on this website, this is where you would open up all your files. So I would add my files here, whatever my narration, I could upload all of them at the same time. And then I've selected MP3, and then I'll just click on convert, and that's going to give me a zip file. So I'm going to download it. If it's just one, it didn't. But since you'll have many, you'll get a zip file that you have to then unzip, and then you'll be able to go back into Tour Creator. All right. And the final step will be to open up this icon. Let me just add another scene here so you can see that. I'll open up the person icon here, and then I can select the audio, or I can drag it. So since I have it here in my downloads, I can drag that one. I cannot drag a folder, so you need to find the folder and then drag it over. Then you can preview what you have, and then you just click add it. You'll know it's been added because it's here. What's really tricky is as soon as I click this button, it's not added anymore. And it's not like an undo. So make sure that when you add your scene narration, that you don't then click this button to try to test it because it's actually added from that. Okay. So that is an overview of how you can record yourself either in QuickTime or in voice memos, then drag, or even if you're on a Windows, okay, not even, but of course, many of us are on Microsoft Windows, so you can use their built-in voice recorder. Then you have to record all those, drag them over to this converter that gives you MP3s, and then one by one you add them. It's really important that you do this at the end, okay? And that is all. Good luck. I can't wait to see your tours.